Hi there. So I'm going to talk about ketamine. I was lucky enough to be able to try ketamine infusions because I am treatment resistant. I have treatment resistant depression, so to speak. Not that I only have depression. Of course, I have CPTSD, and depression is one of the symptoms. I have been diagnosed with just anxiety and depression and just given depression medication and also anxiety meds as well, which never worked. So when I finally, sat down and wrote down all the different antidepressants that I was on and realized that none of them did anything. None of them helped my symptoms. They only gave me extra symptoms on top of that. I decided to, really talk to the psychiatrist about it. And I talked to the talk therapist. She was the one that mentioned to me that maybe I could be a candidate for ketamine because I'm not on any antidepressants, and antidepressants don't seem to work for me. So I spoke to the psychiatrist about it, and he said, that he thought that it would be a good idea to try it as well. So we don't have a ketamine clinic here. What this psychiatrist has been able to do is he spoke to the anesthesiologist, and one of them here felt comfortable enough to do this with him. So it's like on the days when he's working in the emergency room or when he's on staff, and mostly when he's like on staff in the emergency room so that he can kind of go back and forth, he sets up appointments with this psychiatrist's patients. I think a lot of these patients, some of them are also people with chronic pain. Ketamine, I think, can also help with that. Also with, a lot of trauma and mental health conditions, there's also a lot of pain and things in the body, right? Because that's where the trauma is. Would I do this again? Because I've done 7 ketamine infusions and I'm probably not going to do any more. Would I go through this experience again? Yes, I probably would go through this experience again, but I will let you know that it probably won't cure your depression. It probably won't cure your PTSD if you do it the way I did it. If you do it just once every 3 weeks to 6 weeks to 2 months, because this is what the thing is with ketamine, is that the effects will last anywhere from 1 to 21 days. And they'll wear off after that time. Unless, now here's, this is the condition. Unless you do something called unburdening, where you try to integrate, like say the day after your ketamine infusion, you have a psychotherapist where you unburden, you talk about what things came up during the ketamine infusion, and you integrate what went on during the session. And that they feel is critical for sustaining the benefits of ketamine. Otherwise, now these notes that I have right here says it will only last 1 to 10 days, and that even makes actually more sense. So unless it's integrated, unless it's talked about in session, and none of my therapists who I've had have wanted to talk about it. It's sort of like I brought it up, but it's not like something that they've helped me explore really. I don't know if it makes people uncomfortable because you're, having like a psychedelic trip. So in that integration period, they will, recall it. You will recall events and images, foster any inner conversations that were started when you were under the influence, and it will be emphasized that what happened during your journey was important. The main limitation of doing ketamine, is that the benefit can be really profound. Like, it is profound. Like, when I went for my first ketamine infusion, I was amazed. I felt such a connection with others, and I felt just like I was myself, like I felt confident. I didn't feel self-conscious. I didn't, I wasn't worried, oh, what are they thinking about me? None of that. I just felt like we're all one, we're all connected. But the thing is that the benefit that you get from it may only last 1 to 10 days. And the thing that what ketamine clinics do is, unless ketamine is repeatedly given twice a week for 4 weeks, or unless it is combined with psychotherapy. So that's the bottom line, is ketamine will last 1 to 10 days unless it's given twice a week for 4 weeks, or unless it is combined with psychotherapy. So at my last session with the psychiatrist who's ordered these ketamine infusions for me, I asked him, is it possible? I said, I found this information online, and I said, I haven't really found the study that goes with it yet, but like, this person is he's a medical doctor, and he's also, studied, IFS. So the psychotherapy that he does after the ketamine is IFS, and his name is Dr. Bob Grant. Yes, he's an IFS trained MD, and, his practice is called Healing Realms, and he's in the United States somewhere. And actually he has a YouTube channel called, all capital letters, IFSCA, and I will link the video above about this ketamine assisted psychotherapy, or IFS and ketamine. Basically, don't eat before your ketamine session, have noise canceling headphones, have something over your eyes, but I wouldn't make it a black blindfold. I would have it a light color so that you can still have some light, just dim light. Have some music that's not going to be distracting, doesn't have words. You can find some really good music on YouTube that are actually, people have put together playlists, are especially for doing psychedelics. There's ones for ketamine, there's ones for psilocybin, there's ones for, just go and take a look, see what you can find and see what you like. What I found also is that the music becomes part of what I'm seeing, like it, and the beat and everything, like the way things move. It's really quite amazing, actually. So yes, I would do it again, but if I could go to a ketamine clinic and do the twice a week sessions for 4 weeks, I would, in a heartbeat, want to do that. And so if there's anybody out there that has a ketamine clinic that wants me to be their, I don't know, guinea pig, like, and I could report about, what happened on my YouTube channel, that would be cool. Let me know if you have any questions, and if I missed anything, I will insert it as I'm editing. Hopefully I haven't missed too much. Yeah, and I will talk to you soon. All right, peace and love. Bye.